What's up guys? Now the car is finally alive, which I recorded yesterday. Today I'm gonna be working on the rear end of the car, which I will be reinforcing the subframe mounting points, the trailer arm pockets. I'll be replacing the bushings for the subframe, the differential, and the trailer arms. And I will also be installing new rear lower control arms and tubular upper control arms as well. Since I'm running a true coilover system, I don't need the factory control arm that has a pocket for the spring. On the BMW suspension, you have a lower control arm, which is this thin, very weak point right here, which you should always upgrade. Then you have the upper control arm that has this pocket where the spring goes right here. Then the shock is just a regular shock with no spring. But I upgraded to a true coilover setup, so I have the spring on the shock. So this one right here, I no longer need to have this pocket, this big bulky piece, because I have the spring over here now. I will also be removing the sway bar because I do not want to run a rear sway bar for drifting. It actually generates more grip on the BMW not running a sway bar. So I will remove that, and maybe later I will upgrade the front one to have a stiffer front sway bar. On the subframe mounting points, they have rubber bushings and they tend to crack on the mounting points. So I have reinforcement plates to weld on there, on the front, and with the trailer arm mounts as well. So I'll be also reinforcing that. I got a replacement part for here. As you can see, this one's already like broken. I don't know if this is either broken or the previous owner decided to just trim it for something. But I got a new one of those, and I got a new one for the other side as well. I will be working with CONDOR SPEEDSHOP, and they supply me with these bushings that are made out of they're made out of MW polymer. It's some like super nice plastic that they came out with. And this will be the subframe bushings. I'll be installing this, and then it has these washers that retain it together. I got their differential bushings are also made of the same thing, which are very nice, lightweight, and very hard. One good thing about this polymer is that you do not need to lube it to be able to install it, and they do not squeak. So you get the best of both worlds. And you don't have to put maintenance on this thing. Reinforcement plates, very important on my car. This will be the trailer arm reinforcement plates. Then I have the rear subframe. One of these are the front and one of them are the rear. I gotta match out which one is which. And these are the rear shock tower reinforcement plates. Since I'm putting a lot of pressure on the shock towers, I need to reinforce them so they don't crack all the way through, and then my shock just goes all the way through the pocket and just breaks the car. Ultra high molecular weight polyethylene, however it's called, that stuff right there. Some pretty fancy wording for that thing. I'm sorry, I'm not very good with spelling those things, but yeah, that's what it's called. Here I have the trailer arm pockets. They're brand new, left and right side, straight from BMW. Another company I will be working for the rear end is NERPTECH. They supplied me with rear lower and upper control arms, as well as they made one of the few spherical trailer arm bushings available for the BMW chassis. I can't wait to install this because this is the best upgrade you can put for your trailer arm. So you have precision and super solid setup for your trailer arms. These billet bushing will be able to withstand the aggressive driving from drifting and road racing that you put on the E36 chassis. I also got the steering rack collars, so this allowed more travel for the steering rack so I can get more angle. And they also supplied me with a free shirt. This shirt's actually pretty cool. I can't wait to wear this. But since I'm gonna be working today on the car, I don't wanna dirty it. I am removing the rear calipers again so I can get it out of the way. I need to remove the trailer arms and the axles. Everything on the rear end has to come off. So I'll start by removing the calipers, which I won't disconnect the lines. I'll just like remove them from the knuckle and just leave them hanging. Now that I removed the subframe, it's time to install these. So this will be welded on. This one's gonna go right here, which is gonna look pretty much like this. You need to line it up with the hole over here and the edge of the curve, and I marked it so I know where to grind off the dirt and paint so I can get a good weld around it. I did the same thing on the other side, and then I'm gonna move to these ones later. These are like all my dirty parts, like dirty E36 differential, dirty old arms and everything. Look how flimsy this is. I can't just flex this with my fingers. I don't think I can do that with these ones. This is what you want this surface to look like before welding. Now I can put this over here and I have bare metal surface to weld a piece. I now use the stud to hold the plate in place. It's perfectly aligned in the center as well on the other side, so this is ready to weld. Now I can also use this as a ground. I got all the plates fully welded. They're the front, there are the trailer arm ones, the rear ones. I use the differential bolts to actually hold them down. You don't have to weld it all the way around, just it has these little holes right there. You just weld it all the way through, and then you can like stitch weld the corners. Adam just pulled up and he scared me. I was showing you guys that I was welding the tabs and he literally showed up on the door and scared me. Continuing, yes, I have everything welded up over here. Now I have to lower the car and remove the coilover so I can weld the plates to the top. I removed the paint from the upper truck towers so I can now weld the plates in. I forgot to tell you guys, but on the trailer arms, these welds will stick out right here. These welds will stick out, so grinding down flush, so that way the trailer arm bracket can sit perfectly flush against the mount. That way the trailer arm bracket can fit flush. Now all the plates are painted over so they don't rust. Oh wait, I missed this one, really? Alright, all these other ones are painted. So is this other side. It's 1:30 in the morning and I removed my first trailer arm bushing. I ended up using the air hammer or air chisel. So the bushing goes like this. I just went through this side and start just breaking in the edges of the aluminum, and then make it collapse and then start pushing it out, and it just came out the other side. Then clean this up and I was ready for the new bushing. I will be installing the NERPTECH trailing arm bushing. These are pillow bowl style. They came in 2 halves with 5 bolts. So take the 5 bolts out, then split the 2 halves, and then you can sandwich them and assemble them back into the trailer arm like that. You put one side and put the other one, and then tighten out the bolts up and you're good to go. It's 3:17 in the morning, it's Sunday, and I gotta go to sleep. I had 3 hours of sleep the day before so I could get here and attempt to finish the car, but I guess that didn't happen. So far, I managed to install this rolling arm bushing and the new bracket. That's the old bracket and old bushing there. And I guess I'll have to resume tomorrow. I'm really trying very hard to finish this car by the weekend, but it's literally consuming me. I'm hanging in there, almost there. Now I gotta drive home, super tired at 3 in the morning. Great. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Got back to the house on Sunday and Mr. Adam is back. And now the place is packed again. Awesome. I wonder what he's doing. When I left last night, the last thing that I had done was to install one of the trailer arm bushings. Now I should resume with the next one. So here's one done, and now I gotta do the other side. The bushing is fully pressed in. Now I put the outer parts in there. And then now I can put the bracket and slide the bolt all the way through. And the retaining nut. Something tells me it was time to replace these bushings. They are a little bit short. I gotta remove those. I kind of want to like pressure wash the subframe to make it a little bit cleaner because it's a bit greasy. I went ahead and installed the trailer arms. It's just 3 bolts that hold it in place. Look how much nicer. Normally it just stays like right here because the bushing doesn't let it go all the way down. Now it has movement up and down. And it has movement side to side as well. So it will have free play and make sure it's right where you want it without like putting pressure on the bushing. I finally removed all the subframe bushings and the front differential bushing right there. So the subframe is ready for cleaning, and then I can install the new CONDOR SPEEDSHOP bushings. I can't wait to put these on after seeing how bad this works. Now it's time to install the differential bushings. It's a 2-piece, so you put this on the differential from the back side, and then this part just goes in here like this. Oh wait, it gotta be straight, and it goes flush. I already have one installed on the differential, just I was trying it out, and this is what it looks like. It's very nice and easy to install. Just tap it in with a mallet and it goes right in. That's it. Here is the rear subframe stripped from the upper and lower control arms and the bushings. I cleaned it up and sprayed a little bit so it wouldn't have any rusty parts. Now it's time to install the bushings. Now to install the rear subframe bushings, it says here the front bushings must have the counter bore facing up. All lower bushing have small shoulder, you supply washers. Then the front are gonna have the small bolt holes, and then the bigger ones in the back. So I'm guessing these ones are gonna be the front, and then these ones over here are gonna be the back ones. Pretty simple installation. Just install one side, tap it in, then tap the other side from the other side, and then just tap the center sleeve and just sandwich it together. Then after that, this goes on the bottom so it holds everything in place. Differential bushings are now installed. This actually looks very nice now. And up next, I gotta install the NERPTECH upper and lower control arms for the back. Check out the difference from the new aftermarket racing control arm versus the stock one that uses a spring. So big difference in size and weight. Before installing the new arm, I checked the distance so that it will be the same. So the length of the arm will stay that way. There's minimal alignment adjustments that I'll have to do once I get everything installed. All the arms are now installed. This looks really clean now. Now it's ready to put back in the car. Rear subframe is installed. I also went ahead and put the bolts for the control arms. Now I have full movement of this. And then up next will be to install a differential. I'm sorry that I'm not recording the whole process of this stuff. I am trying to get the car out of Adam's house tonight, so I need to finish it up. And I'm still doing the video when I should literally be working on this thing and get it out so then we can put this thing on the lift. The suspension is put back together. Everything has been installed.
Technically there's still one more lug nut to go and then everything's installed.
Are you putting the nuts in?
Yeah, gotta make it full race car.
There you go.
I'm really excited for BC to start offering neochrome suspension.
Neochrome suspension? What?
I just completely made that up. It wouldn't be sick.
It would. All right, so everything's installed. As you can see, I got the new upper arms and lower arms. It has a ton of clearance. Now there's a lot more room to work around here, especially if you're gonna remove your axles. There's a lot more room around here as well. I purposely deleted the rear sway bar so I can get more grip while drifting. The reason of that is it allows the rear end to travel more and absorb the sideways motion of the car. This really looks sick. Now I got like white and black and like polished parts everywhere. It's definitely looking like a race car now. After that, I need to install my exhaust, but I do need to weld a little spot that I forgot to touch up here and get that installed. And I can start on my car again, but I'll put that on another video because I need to get going. At least I finally finished the whole installation of the rear end, and that's out of the way, so now I can focus on the rest of the car. All right guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video now so I can finish. What are you doing?
It's a new present. I brought it back home for you. What do you think? Comment below. Do you guys like the LM on the car? I think it looks great. I only had half the wheel for you though, so. Dude,
it's like a front wheel drive drag car. So I got the big semi-slick tires in the front and the little skinny ones on the back.
Well, it's way lighter than the Sonics you have. I'd say it probably weighs maybe 5 pounds. So I haven't talked about this in my videos yet, but I want to have Alberto help me kind of get a hub and then turn it into like a stand for a table. Because I have like a cracked barrel from my car, and I want to make it like a coffee table, put a piece of glass on it, but I want to have it so it can spin on a hub. So I think that'd be rad.
Spin on a hub, huh?
Yeah.
That sounds like a fun project.
Yeah.
All right, so let's end this thing so I can finish working on this. I can get it out of the lift, and then we can put this on the lift. Are you excited?
I want to like get Nicole's car dialed first so she can drive it around, and then we'll start that.
So you're telling me we're not gonna start on the S15?
We're gonna start on the
telling
S15.
everybody I'm gonna work on the S15, but now we're gonna work on Nicole's car.
We're gonna get the S15 ready to rip. I think that's what I want to do. I want to just take it out and I want to beat the crap out of it with the SR and every now. Cause it
sounds fun.
Yeah, why not, right?
We just gotta at least let's get rid of the wheels.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
And probably raise it back a little bit because it's like, it feels like it got no suspension or it got airbags in the back.
Slam life for life.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end this now. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more awesome content. I'll see you guys tomorrow.